off, I want to say thanks to all the people that watched that and left some sweet comments down below and liked the video. That's really sweet of you. And I apologize for taking so long to film the second part. I've just been busy. I have 3 kids. We just moved into a new house, renovations, settling in and everything. So it's been hectic. But I finally was like, you know what? I can't loaf on this video anymore. I need to film it. So I thought I would film it while the kids are napping and baby number 3 is just chilling on the ground, playing with his toys and whatnot. And first of all, it is Ramadan right now, so I wanted to wish you guys a happy Ramadan. Hope you guys are having a good one, and that you guys are taking advantage of this holy month of ours. I hope it's going all good for you guys. And for you guys that aren't celebrating, my non-Muslim homies, I hope you guys are all doing well as well. This is part 2 of my video, and I'm going to focus on how I told my parents and their reaction, and my family, like my siblings, my cousins, and my friends, and work. So just telling kind of the world, or my world, about the change in my faith and how it all went down. So basically what happened was, when I converted to Islam, it was a couple of months after my second child was born. So my daughter was like 4 months when I converted. So I was on maternity leave. So I was at home. When you live in Canada and you have a child, they give you 1 year off. So you have that whole year to take care of your child and whatnot. So alhamdulillah, that's blessed. So I was home already during this time, and I was living with my husband and his family. So I didn't really see my family like every day. I didn't see them all the time. And during this time, I was like really busy having 2 kids. I had a 1-year-old and a newborn. So I was pretty busy. So I stayed home a lot. And so I didn't really see my parents a lot. I'm pretty close with my parents to a certain degree. We joke around with each other. I was living away from my parents. They only lived like 10 minutes away, but I didn't really see them too often during the time that I converted. And if you didn't know, I started to wear the hijab as soon as I converted. Even like a day or 2 before I converted, I started to wear it out whenever I went out, even though that wasn't a lot, because as I mentioned, I was on maternity leave, so I was home all the time. It's not like I had to go to work or go to school or go out into the world. I was at home majority of the time. Basically, how I told my parents, which I sort of regret, but you know, everything happens the way it does happen. I didn't really let them know about my interest in Islam. I don't know why. It just never came up. Every time I came to see them, they were excited to see my kids, and we were talking about the kids. So I don't know. It just never came up. A couple weeks after I converted, I went over to their place finally, and I wore the hijab. So I already knew. I had like this really nervous feeling in my tummy. I'm like, oh my goodness, I haven't even told them yet, and they're gonna see me with this scarf on my head. Like, why are you wearing that? Like, obviously they're gonna have their questions, and I don't blame them. So I went over with my 2 kids, and my husband was at work, so it was just us. It was just me and my 2 kids going to visit my family. And so I went into the house, and they didn't really say anything, because obviously they don't see me when I come over. They see my kids. Like, they're so super excited to see them. So after a while, they realized I was wearing my hijab, and my dad's like, why are you wearing that? And I'm like, oh, I'm Muslim now. And he's like, what? I'm like, oh, I converted to Islam like a couple weeks ago, so I wear the hijab now. And he's like, did your husband make you wear that? I'm like, no. Like, what the heck? I have a brain of my own. And he's like, okay. And after, he's like, so what, you're gonna wear that all the time now? I'm like, yeah, well, whenever I go out, but I don't have to wear it in front of you. You know, I kind of broke it down to him of like where you wear the hijab, and that it's more than just a scarf. It's kind of how I'm going to carry myself. So I broke it down to them and educated them in regards to hijab and Islam just a bit, like literally just a bit. I think their main concern was, are you doing this for you or are you doing this for your husband? So I made it very clear to them that this is my decision. I did it for myself. And they were supportive. They were just pretty much like, okay, as long as this is what you want for yourself, as long as this is not forced upon you. And I told them, like, basically, you can't force Islam on anyone. Like, literally, it's a sin. You can't force someone to convert into Islam. And so I made them understand that a bit. And they, they love me. Like, alhamdulillah, they love me for who I am. And they want to see me happy. And they see that Islam makes me happy. Practicing the religion. And they like to see the fact that I'm getting, a relationship with God. Whereas I didn't have that before. So I'm sure they were happy to see that. Now, 2 years later, they're very supportive. The only issue is celebrations like Christmas. Obviously, coming from a Christian family, Christmas is really big in our family. Like, really big. Like, no one would ever miss a Christmas, ever. And majority of my family lives in my city, or at least in Ontario. So we saw each other during Christmas. Like, everyone was so busy during the year. We see each other for birthdays. We see each other for Christmas. That's like the big thing that everyone goes to see each other. So once I told them that I wasn't gonna come to Christmas parties anymore, they were pretty upset. They were actually very upset. They were just like, this is still, like, regardless of religion, this is a family thing, where our family gets together and, we get to see each other after a long time of not getting to see each other and, enjoying this happy time together. And I would have to explain to them that it's not something that Muslims should celebrate. I mean, if you are a Muslim and you celebrate Christmas, that's all you boo-boo. That's your decision, and that's fine. But my decision was that I didn't want, to go to a party where they're celebrating the birth of Jesus Christ. And, Muslims don't even celebrate the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, his birthday. So anyway, I didn't want my kids to be super excited for Christmas because, this is the time that they're going to get like a buttload of presents, and I didn't want them to be looking forward to that and not to Eid, which is the Muslim, very important Muslim holiday, which happens at the end of Ramadan. So, sorry. I basically told them I'm not going to come celebrate Christmas anymore, and they weren't happy about it, and they still are kind of not really happy about it. But, it's just another day, and I'm like, you know what, I'll come see you tomorrow, or the day before, and we'll chill and stuff. Telling my siblings, they were really cool about it, and they, if they have questions about it, they'll ask me, or we'll just have conversations in regards to Islam and whatnot, and they agree with a lot of it, so that's pretty cool. One day I'd hope that my entire family will convert to Islam, since I am the only Muslim in my family that I know of. But yeah, I mean, I hope Allah guides them. But they all have really great hearts, and so, hopefully. Anyway, my cousins, they had a lot of questions. They were very supportive about it too. So everyone was pretty supportive about it. And they all had their fair share of questions in regards to the hijab, in regards to what we believed in and what they've heard. So obviously there's so much bad media coverage, or what they talk about on the news in regards to Islam. They're trying to really increase Islamophobia and make people scared of Muslims, which I don't understand. Like, Muslims are, like, honestly the sweet, like, from the ones that I've met, are the sweetest people alive. And, not everyone is perfect. So obviously, if there are people that are out there in the world that are killing in the name of Islam or whatever during the month of Ramadan, like, okay, you're a true Muslim. I don't know, who am I to judge? They're just people at the end of the day that make bad decisions or you know, they're not doing it because it's something their religion is telling them to do. They're doing it because they're messed in the head. My family has always been supportive, and I didn't expect anything less. I didn't think that they were gonna like disown me. But obviously, we used to all, like, we're all me and all my cousins, there's a bunch of us, we're all around the same age, so we used to always party together and whatnot. So obviously I told them, you know, I don't drink anymore and whatnot. So they were kind of bummed out about that because they're not alcoholics, but obviously they drink to have fun and whatnot. So like I tell them, like, sorry, I don't drink anymore. I'll still chill with them, I just won't drink with them. I'll have, like, you know, a virgin drink, a virgin pina colada or whatnot if they're gonna go out to drink. But you know, I'm busy with my kids, so I don't even go to a club anymore. Like, that's just not my scene anymore, and I'm perfectly fine with that. And that brings me to my next subject, my friends. So when I converted to Islam, I had my 2 kids. At that time, I only had 2 kids. I just got married. Like, I was just going into a different part of my life that I wasn't clubbing all the time or even drinking, because obviously I was pregnant, so I didn't even care for drinking because I couldn't, obviously. And like after that happened, after I gave birth and after I was done breastfeeding and whatnot, I didn't even really want to drink anymore. I was just kind of over it. And this was before I converted to Islam. I pretty much stopped drinking after I had my first child. Or sorry, before, like while I was pregnant with my first child, I stopped doing drinking alcohol, and I haven't drank ever since. Nor do I feel the need or want to. It's just not. I'm not interested in it anymore. So yeah, I mean, lots of the friends that I did have that I used to party with all the time, I obviously don't talk to them all the time. Like if I see them, of course, I'll say hi, say what's up, how are you, because they were very important to me at a time of my life, and that's why I believe that God brings people in and out of your life when they are needed. You know, those friends that I partied with, I don't see them all the time, but when I do see them, good vibes. I always try to keep good vibes with anyone and everyone, even if I know you, even if I don't know you and you're just a random person on the street, I'll still smile and say hi. I've always been that kind of person, even before Islam. So yeah, I'm mad cool with them. But we just don't see each other all the time anymore because obviously I'm busy with my family life. It's not like everyone's like, no, I don't want to talk to you anymore because you're Muslim. Like, no, it's not the deal. Everyone's mad cool, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm sure there's people that probably don't talk to me because I'm Muslim, but I just can't tell, nor do I care, because obviously, you know, you're not meant to be in my life forever, so whatever. Yeah, I mean, I don't let those things bother me, but no one has ever came up to me and told me like, oh, I hate you now because you're Muslim, so I hate you. Like, I don't get that. So I'm gonna wrap this up. But pretty much I got pretty good response from my family, my friends. If you have a fairly good relationship with your parents, then talk to them and let them know that you're interested, and who knows. He's like, what's going on here? Thanks so much for watching and tuning in, and if you're a new subscriber, thanks for hitting the subscribe button. I know I haven't posted much yet, but I'm going to try to get back into posting regularly because we're a little more settled into the house, and I wanted to post more vlogs and whatnot. My kids have grown so much since the last vlog that I've posted, and that was just like 2 months ago, not even 2 months ago or something. Like, this guy is legit crawling now, like, and he's trying to stand and everything, and he's 9 months old. So I need to start posting some more videos, which I will. So if you want to tune in and keep up with my updates, then just hit the subscribe button down below, hit the like video if you like it. If you didn't like it, then, you know, too bad, sucker. I can post what I want. And shout out to all the haters. Just kidding. Thanks for the views. I already know when I post this stuff that people are not going to agree with me, and you know, they're going to have other ways that they look at life and religion and whatnot, and that's fine. And thanks for the views though. And yeah, thanks for watching. Hit subscribe. If you didn't yet, do it for him. Do it. Say hit subscribe. Subscribe. He doesn't know what's going on in life right now. Whoa, I almost fell. Yeah, okay, well, I'll see you in my next video. And I hope you have a good day. Bye.